This is Canada. Maple syrup in my cabin, say, ay, kick your ass on hockey season, ay.
Donc, nous sommes QXM, Québec X Média, bien le bonsoir. Nous sommes ce soir au Spal sur Cousineau. Nous avons des documents à venir apporter pour notre loi d'accès à l'information. Il faudrait remettre ça à l'attention de Mme Coutu, puisqu'elle nous a téléphoné aujourd'hui, laissant savoir qu'il manquait justement ces informations-là. So QXM, Quebec X Media, good evening all. Today, the 20th of February, 2025, probably around 8 o'clock, we're here at the SPAL, les services de police de l'agglomération de Longueuil. Nous allons avoir, we will have to come here and deposit some documentation to make sure that we get our access to law information. Some of it were missing, and we were called by Melanie Coutu over today. And since we were in the area, we were at the town hall meeting, bringing some legal documents over there. So right now, let's go into it. So QXM, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so it should be open between 10 p.m. Is there going to be someone at the counter?
Il est supposé, mais il va falloir attendre qu'il se présente, puis vous allez pouvoir... c'est lui qui décide d'ouvrir la porte.
I'll wait here. Thank you.
You could call, I think.
Okay, I can use the phone there. Thanks. Have a good evening, sir. Be very safe out there. How are you doing tonight?
Fine, you.
I was here a couple of times ago. It's my fourth time, actually. And I spoke to Melanie Coutu with Dia, and she told me that I needed to come here and give you some information. She told me she wouldn't be there tomorrow, but whenever I can come in and actually give in what I need to give.
Okay. And what you need to give some information?
Well, the information that I have right now is a request under the Law of Information, and they do have a file number, and there was a full form that was put in, I think it was way back in January, but there were some information missing and they didn't have my ID.
Okay.
So I came back here and gave back my ID, and...
It doesn't have your ID.
Well, what's the problem is when I came back, we didn't fill a complete form. I just filled it out on a piece of paper, and it was Officer Bourdage Fernandez that was here.
Yes.
And that little paper was supposed to go up to the Law of Information, but they never got it. Signé par Paul J.I., ma signature. Identification de preuve d'identité par l'agent Bourdage Fernandez. Votre numéro de matricule déjà?
1-2 1-9-3.
1-9-3. Vous me pardonnez si je les apprends pas toutes par cœur.
Il n'y a pas de problème. Ben, écoutez, monsieur, je vais disposer de votre document de la façon la plus appropriée possible.
Il n'y a pas de problème. Puis moi, regardez comme quoi que c'est bel et bien moi et la signature correspond à la signature que vous avez là.
Je confirme.
Parfait. Donc, si vous voulez juste apposer votre signature là, comme quoi que vous avez identifié, et le document va être complet.
Je vais m'assurer d'apposer ma signature, monsieur.
Pouvez-vous le faire maintenant? Parce que moi, j'ai besoin d'une preuve.
Ben, vous me donnez le...
Oui, ça c'est déjà là, mais juste pour compléter le tout, j'apprécierais beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Okay.
So my proof is Mr. Fernandez that signed that, saying, yes, I recognize that it was Paul that was here, and he put in everything, but that paper never got to them.
Okay,
So,
but you have two pieces of ID with you?
yeah, I have one piece of ID. Well, I have both of them, no problem.
Okay.
But
fill out the form and
well,
add your two IDs.
well, the last time I was here, Mr. Bourdage Fernandez would not let me fill out the new form. He said there was already one, and it shouldn't be a second one. But I told him, well, if they put them together,
Sorry for my English.
no problem.
If Melanie Coutu tells you to complete the form, no problem with me.
Okay, so what I'll do is just probably if you give me an English one, because I know they're not in colors and they're probably not used as much.
We got in English.
Huh?
I'm just gonna check if we have in English, but I don't think so.
Well, I met Mr. Turcotte here last time,
Yes.
the pre-4, and he actually gave me an English one. There was no color on it.
Old language.
But I don't want to forgive my
It's a
French
both
one.
language.
It's in both language?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the one without color, right?
Request and demande de rapport.
No problem. It's just that the one that had color on it was only in French.
So it's already paid, the form that you have, $19?
Right now, I haven't paid anything because they're finding out if there will be something to pay or not to pay.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing that I'll do is probably fill that part and say it's referring to, I do have the number.
Okay, just write down it's for Mélanie Coutu.
Yeah, please.
Do you have the number of the report?
Yeah, it's 2025.
LGM 25.
2025.
Yes, 25.
2025.
Right, yes, but our file is always beginning by 25.
No problem. Dash 0307.
Oh, okay, it's not a file, it's a carte d'appel. I don't
And
know
no,
English.
they told me, well, Mr. Budaj Fernandez told me it was a calling card.
Yeah,
But
calling card.
after that, Melanie Coutu told me it was a file number for access of information.
Okay, no problem.
So 2025-0307.
Like that.
Exactly that. That's what they gave me.
Okay, do you have
So-
your IDs with you?
You know what? If you can give it to me, I'll just go sit down, write everything up. I'll bring it
Okay,
back
but,
with my
just
ID.
Don't fill out this part
No, I
because
know,
it's
I
mine,
know.
okay? Identification by a police
No problem.
officer.
I'll just fill the rest.
Okay, no problem. You can
And-
put the clipboard over there.
And I'll need, anyway, last time I spoke to Officer Portage Fernandez, he told me, I gave him some extra information, but I already gave it to Miss Coutu over the phone, so I
Okay.
don't think I'll need to refill that in.
It's your choice.
Yeah, so just the basic
Okay.
information and show you my ID, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Bonjour. Is it a good timing?
You're done?
Yep, almost. Here we go. Stop. It wasn't made to make space for a camera, is it? This is all, and so you'll need one. Last time it was only one of my ID that I
Supposed to
showed.
be two.
Supposed to be two?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, Mr. Bordage Fernandez last time only asked for one.
Because it's not always at in
The front desk?
station, Yes.
I know the first time I met him, it was over at Cousineau, not at Cousineau, on Curé-Poirier. And at least it was a better welcoming when he was here.
Okay.
All right, so this. One thing that I wanted to ask more, why did Mr. Bordage Fernandez told me that was a call number?
Yeah, it's a calling card.
It's a calling card?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when it's an even number,
Uh-huh.
it's always beginning by LGM. So that's why it's not a file that we complete, you understand, by...
Well, there's
it
reports.
already,
There's reports and there's calling cards, right?
Yeah, it's calling call, who called police, what time, where,
Okay.
what's the name of the
So,
officer.
that calling card, I just got the number from Mr. Bordage,
Mm-hmm.
but can you confirm it's my name that's appearing on it?
No problem. It's...
Well, it's Paul, the first name.
I can see your IDs, and after I'm gonna fill out after the form.
I've got a bit of a conundrum right now.
Why?
Because the reason, first thing first, I need to know if that number here, 0307, was it created, sorry, you have a
But
You have a
where
Kleenex
was,
somewhere?
the-
You have a Kleenex somewhere? My nose is dripping. If you do have one, you know what? As long as you don't think I have a face de cul.
No, that's the Kleenex.
Thanks. All right. Because I want to know if that 307, if it came out from
Where's the
January
address?
January 13th
Okay.
at the SPL HQ. So at 699 Curie Poirier.
At the police station?
At the police station, yeah. Or was it because of here
I'm gonna check.
on the 28th?
January 23rd.
January 13th.
Or 13th.
Or it might have been the 23rd because I went back for a follow-up on the 23rd. So it's on either of those two dates. And if it was when I went, because I went twice on Curie Poirier. On the 13th, it was in between 1 o'clock in the afternoon and just a bit shy of 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And on the 23rd, it was around 8 at night. In between, I think 7:30, 8 o'clock to maybe 7:30, 8:30 at night.
Because on January 13th,
Yeah.
I have nothing between 9 and 3 o'clock p.m.
Okay. So it wasn't because when I was there on the 13th. The 23rd, it was at night. It was around 8 o'clock at night. Because anyway, with your number, it's probably sequential, right?
I'm gonna check after also.
Because I think
The days before and oh boy.
yeah,
It was around 8 p.m. You told me?
I believe so. In between somewhere like 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. But once you call it up, the 307, what does it give you?
I'm gonna check after. I'm gonna check with the dates before.
Okay.
I want to be sure. It was on January 23rd. It was at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. So it was that one. Okay.
It's not the number that you gave me.
It's not the number of 307?
I'm gonna check.
What's the number? Or if you can give it to me on a card.
A card or a paper?
And then whatever you have.
I'm gonna check after this one.
No problem. And what name do you have under that card? No problem.
Write down the number.
So that number 2025-300307 is for the law of access of information, and what you're going to give me is a call number.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll add it up here because I don't know if they had it at the law of access of information.
It was with Officer Hubert and Stoliarov.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly, Ian.
Remember the...
Ian, yeah.
Okay.
And Hubert was one of the ones that were in back, yeah.
Okay. So you want the name or...
No, I don't need the names. I do have the names and everything. It's just the card number that I'll need because I didn't have it, and I'll add it up here. 9644.
Can I see the number 0307?
07, yeah. But Miss Coutu told me it was, I don't know what it was. It might be, you know what? Since this was closer to January 1st, you restart your numbers at 001, right, at the start of the year?
Yes.
So the 307 might have been around the 13th of January. Yeah, if you can check it out, please. Which means that you got lots of calls right after those 2 weeks. Because on January 23rd, you were already at 9,644.
037
Yeah.
or
Two.
030?
Well, 0307, that's what they gave me.
Okay. I'm just going to write down the number.
Yeah,
Ah, okay, okay.
0307.
C'est pas bon numéro, ok.
No problem. It'll give me time to write up the other information that I need. Before you switch over though, that number there that you have, 2025 9644. Yeah, no problem.
It's a number, the call 307 of the year, because it's 307,
Okay.
and it's not with you, it's on Tachereau and Brossard.
On Tachereau in Brossard?
It's not your name, it's not nobody's name.
So what's the name that you had on the 9644?
The one I gave you?
Yeah.
It was the officer. It was
No, not the officer. I mean the name of the citizen. My name. What's the name that they?
What's your name?
What's the name? The full name that they have?
There.
Just want to make sure they got it correctly.
Can you show me the number I give you?
9644. You know, it's true that you have a big territory to cover. So, in 2 weeks, to have roughly 8,000 to 9,000 calls is quite impressive.
I just read the calling card.
Sorry?
I read the calling card.
You know what? Do better. Take a photo and give it to me.
So, in the calling card,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have your name.
No?
But there is a police even number. Probably they got your name in the police even number that you don't have. It's beginning by LGM. You don't have the police even number.
And what's that compared to our calling card?
Because they're written what's happened.
Okay. So there is another number for another report?
Yeah, it's a report. Yeah.
Okay, so give me also that number.
Oh, I'm gonna write down.
Oh, yeah, please.
It's on
And
the same calling card.
yeah, no problem. And I'll just write it here.
25-0.
So right there, what you're looking at, does it have a picture of me?
No picture. It's all written.
It's all written stuff? Okay. But you have my full name there? No?
Not in the calling card.
Okay. Might be in the other thing that you're telling me about. And you'll just have to maybe explain it to me both in French and English so I make sure I understand what the letters that you're telling me are. So I'll just add it up here.
It's LGM for Longueuil.
Okay.
The date of the January 23rd. 058.
So those are written reports from the police, but that are not a calling card, that are
The
not...
calling card, I don't see your name.
Okay. So, but this is actually another separate report.
Yes, but it's related with the calling card.
OK. Et si vous êtes pour l'expliquer en français exactement, dans quel genre de situation qu'on crée ces rapports-là?
Quand que la situation elle peut être plus difficile à expliquer, parce qu'une carte d'appel, c'est pas un rapport qu'on peut extensionner longtemps, ce qu'on peut écrire. C'est un résumé d'une intervention.
D'accord, d'accord. So this is actually, a calling card is, like you said, a short version, a summary version of
Yes.
whatever's happening.
And when we have to explain many things or it's
You
more
put it on an
complicated,
LGM report.
I open a file number.
Okay, so that's a file number.
Yes.
All right, so I'll call it that here.
Phone receiver number, file number, what do you want?
And on that file number, my name is not there either,
I
right?
don't know, I can't see the report, I don't have access.
How come?
Because we don't have access.
But why wouldn't, as a police officer, not have
We don't
access?
We have to ask to have access.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that's strange. But probably higher ups can all access that, no problem, right?
probably. And Mélanie Coutu
Oh,
can
will have
have
also.
access.
But it's actually a policeman that wrote that report.
Yes.
Do you, and you have the name, is it Ian that wrote it?
Where the person who opened the file?
Yeah, who
No,
opened the
it's
file?
The one who
Okay,
wrote it?
it could be two different people?
Yes,
Oh.
it's Mr. Stoliarov.
Okay,
Opened the file.
so it is Ian that
Yes,
opened it
Ian.
up. Okay. Okay, all details on LGM 250123-058. Dated. Well, anyway, the date is
Yes.
included. There's no point in writing
It's
it.
in the middle
All right.
by Stoliarov.
All right. So what I'll do is to make sure.
You can write down in your form if you want
What?
the number. The LGM.
No, but that's okay. It's right here, so she'll see that in the
Oh,
back.
okay. It's for okay.
So
okay.
it's-
I think it's not for you. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
my note is my camera,
Then
so
I understand.
I just want to make sure that it's stable enough. Because some people say I'm the worst cameraman ever. Inside joke for someone who knows, right? Just talking to my camera there. All right. No, this is going to be it. So what I did here is exactly the same I did when I came to see Mr. Bordage. My name, since it's not on any file, and I still want to keep my name to my name, I wrote Paul J. J.E. for journaliste indépendant. So I'm going to sign it, and you're going to see that my signature and my photo match. And that's it. I won't show you my address. I won't show you my full name. I'll
But
just...
we need your ID.
Yeah, I know. But
Okay.
like I'm telling you, I'm going to show you my ID
Okay.
this way.
But I have to
Yeah.
see your IDs.
Yeah. You'll
I need to see your IDs.
like I'm telling you,
Because I don't know you.
I know.
That's why.
I know, but
we
you
ask to everybody.
you see though that the photos there are
Right.
mine. And the signature, you'll see that my signature will be the signature I'll put here.
Maybe it's a fraud IDs. I don't know.
Could be. But you know what? You'll let Mélanie Coutu decide because I've already had the conversation with her.
Okay.
The first time I filled that out, I did exactly the same thing with Mr. Bordage, and he said, no problem, I'll take it. And I already did that also with other police forces on the South Shore.
It's gonna be Mélanie Coutu this
Yeah, that's the size, exactly. So right now what I'm going to do is do this. So what I'm saying is
Sign the form.
back on the detail, my email address, today's date, and in the back, the extra information that's requested for the reference 250307, the name and the badge numbers of the officers in car 2195 on January 13 between 1 and 1:30 at the SPL HQ on Curie-Poirier.
Bon, le 2195 qui nous fait un petit bip-bip en rentrant. Très poli. Très poli.
Their salaries for 2021 to 2024, their training files, their disciplinary files, any code of ethics complaints on file, their date of hires also, then the complete call card that you just gave me about the visit on the 23rd, and also all details on this one. Please contact me by email, by phone. She has my phone number. If you have any questions, thank you, Ms. Coutu. Talk to you soon. Education is, that's my blah blah. The education is key,
And
beginning with.
if you have a copy of the police even number beginning by LGM, she's gonna have to pay $19.
Yep. So
The
as
copy.
soon, she told me that she would call me back to let me know what's the amount that's going to be owed,
Okay.
because there's a bunch of things.
I just want to inform you.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. It's, if it's a price to pay, it's a price to pay. So this is my initial, but you won't
Okay.
see my initial here, and you want me to sign it not here,
Yes,
here.
beside the date, yes.
All right. So. It's close enough, but my signature is never always the same. And the picture is, I was way younger before. No, just kidding.
Okay, it's all right.
It's 5. And what is your name and your badge number?
It's already on the card.
11662.
Yes.
And Miss Denis Bourque.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Very, very professional of you. And that's all the questions I have right now. And I'll see what I'll see with the actual reports that are coming out. Because I had some strange occurrences that happen
Okay.
later on. But you're telling me that you don't have a name right there. So you cannot confirm
Not
that.
because I don't have access to the file report.
Okay.
So have a nice evening.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
I'll just put that back there in your pen. I don't want to steal anything out of the police station. So, this is QXM, Quebec X Media, out of there. We learn a bunch of new numbers and new report, and there was a special report on the side that we'll see what we get out of it. Treated very professionally, not a peep about the camera. The young lady was very professional and answered all of my questions, even went beyond and gave me what information she had on the calling card, and also that other report that was out of our January 23rd audit. So can't wait to see what they have on there, and that she says she didn't have that information. So to be continued. Like I always tell you guys, it's important to flex your muscles, and it's also important to flex your rights and your freedom to make sure that they are protected and that they are respected from all public employees, all elected officials, and all policemen. Because in the end, they need to treat us and give us everything in complete transparency, and be accountable, and also offer us a great customer service, because at the end, we are their bosses. All right? But with that, QXM, ciao à la prochaine!
This is Canada. Maple syrup and like cabinet. Ay, kick your ass all hockey season. Ay, Mounties be riding horses. Yeah, this is Canada. Moose live up in our zone. We got the best weed ever grown. We got the best bacon ever known. From Toronto to Vancouver, Montreal to Regina.